Good morning. All right. So it's Monday. Another day, another dollar to be made. Another day, another dollar. So how are you guys doing? I hope you are doing well. I hope you guys are doing well. How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? So if you can hear me, let me know. If you can hear me well, type in one in the chat box. If I'm audible. If I'm audible, kindly type in one in the chat box. Kindly type one in the chat box. Let me know if I'm audible. Okay, that means you can hear me. All right, I'm hoping today my internet is working perfectly. So today is 18th of November 2024. So you should never get tired in life. You have to keep on moving, keep on moving. I know a lot of people are already tired. You don't have to get tired. Okay, so since you've not gotten to your destination, you have to keep on grinding. Sometimes it looks tiring. So as I waked up this morning, I felt like I'm tired. Like I wish I would not come to the life. I wish I would not come live to do, but you see, you have to be disciplined. This is the job you are doing. You are supposed to come to life. You have to trade. You get it. You have to come to the chat, analyze, trade with your people. So I can't just give myself excuses of not like I like not coming to the life. That's not going to be something. That's not going to be fair to me. I have to be disciplined. So I don't have to be caring about how I feel. You have to ignore what you feel. You have to ignore your feelings, okay, and be disciplined to the chat. That's what is going to grant you success. So if you depend or if you focus on your feelings, if you focus on your feelings, you are not going to get to where you want to get in life. Okay, you have to wake up early, do what is expected of you. Because sometimes it might look tiring. Sometimes you don't feel like doing it. But discipline will tell you have to do it. No matter how you are feeling, you have to keep on doing it. Okay. So this morning I waked up and mostly I waked up, I have to take my bath. But this morning I didn't wake up early, so I've not taken my bath and I was but I need to do what is expected of me. You get it? So that's the attitude most of you have to get. No matter what, you need to do what is expected of you. That's what is going to get you to where you want to live, where you want to get in life. You have to be disciplined. Discipline is what will get you to where you want to get in life. It's not about the motivation. You can listen to all the motivations in the world, but if you are not disciplined, you are not going to get to where you want to get in life. So be disciplined and do what is expected of you, no matter your feelings, no matter what you are going through. Do what is expected of you. Okay, so let's move to the chart and see. So Monday, today is 18th, right? Today is 18th of November 2024, which is Monday. So looking at the fundamentals. So if you are new here, mostly When it comes to fundamentals, we use forexfactory.com. Okay, we use forexfactory.com to check the fundamentals. So on forexfactory.com, hello Moses, I see you. I see you. So with the fundamentals, you use forexfactory.com. So during the lending session, let's check whether we are going to be having any high impact news during the lending session. So we don't have any high impact news, and I think even during the New York session, we are not going to be having any high impact news because of what you are seeing on the economic calendar. So opening Forex Factory, checking the fundamentals, you don't have any red folders during the lending session. So I think you are safe to trade today. Okay, you are safe to trade today. No high impact news. All right, so let's move straight to the chart and see. So let's check to this week, for instance, on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, we are going to be having we're having monetary policy report hearing. So this is a speech coming from the is it UK, right? The United Kingdom. So we are going to be having some from their central bank. We are going to be having some of their interest rates report speech. Okay, so that is going to be the whole day. So we don't have any specific time that it is going to happen in. And when it comes to during the New York sessions, you are going to be having Canadian dollar CPI during the New York session. So aside that, you don't have any high impact news. So on Wednesday, we are going to be having CPI, which you need to be very careful during that time. CPI during that time, we need to be very, very careful because it's going to be very impactful. It's going to be impactful. All right. So on Wednesday, that's the only news you are going to be having. So Thursday too, we are going to be having during the lending session. We don't have any high impact news. On the New York session, we are going to be having unemployment claims. So for Friday too, we are going to be having German final GDP quarter by quarter. So retail sales, euro, flash. So Friday too is packed with a lot of fundamentals. So around 9:30, we are going to be having flash service PMI. So Friday we have a lot of news events. Friday we are going to be having a lot of news events. So flash service PMI, flash service manufacturing PMI, retail sales, a lot of news events that we need to be very, very careful during that time. All right, so let's move to the chart and see. Let's do a chart breakdown for the various pairs, okay, and see whether we are going to be having an opportunity. So that's the only thing that you come to the chart and see. So if you have any we have trade opportunity, we execute. We get it, we execute. So let's see. So let me pull up this thing. Let me pull up so this is what is going to guide us to make decision this week. Okay, so any trade that we are going to be taking, this is what is going to guide us. I've been able to come out with my strategy. I've been able to come out in the Bible. Okay, so that's what is going to make trading very simple for you. So a lot of you are stressful when it comes to trading because you don't have this. But it will be very, very simple for you if you have this Bible, because a lot of you are not having a Bible. You are not having anything that is guiding you on making decision in the Forex market. Okay, so this is the Bible. So any trade, in case maybe you get an opportunity, any trade that you are going to be seeing, you are going to be looking at this one to make decision. Okay, so this is what you need to develop. This is a plan. So this is coming from, I developed this thing based on what? My 5 years experience in the market, my 5 to 6 years losing in the market. Okay, so this is what I finally concluded on. This is what I finally concluded that it's working for me. This is unique from everyone. Okay, this is my personal strategy based on my discovery. So no trader is doing what I'm doing. One thing about trading is what everyone is doing different thing based on what his experience level, based on what is working for him. So based on my 5 years of experience and what analyzing my winning trades and my losing trades, this is what I came out with, that it is working for me. So finally, this is what I came out with. Okay, so any trade that of late, so from henceforth, any trade that I'm going to be taking, I have to what come to this Bible or come to this manual or this Quran to guide, for it to guide me to what, to make a decision. Either Quran, Bible, anything, any name you used to call it. I'm going to refer it to this one. Okay, so you need to have to come out with something. You need to be able to what. That's why I always emphasize on this thing. Make sure you are keeping track of your record. So I'm trying to bring out something. I'm trying to bring out a journal book. Okay, it's either going to be a hard copy, or it's either going to I'll try to also do the soft copy. Okay, I'll try to do the soft copy. So is the page blank? So you guys are not seeing my screen. What's up? Oh, sorry. You guys are not seeing my screen.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Yeah, on YouTube. Oh, you should have alerted me. Sorry, YouTube. Sorry. You guys are not seeing my screen. Okay, I hope it's showing now. YouTube, is it showing now? YouTube, is my screen showing now? YouTube, is my screen showing now? If it is showing, let me know. Or it's still not showing. What's happening? It's showing. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Is it? My screen needs to show. Okay. All right. So let's move on. So based on my 5 years to 6 years of experience, okay, this is what I came out with, that it is working for me. And you guys, I've been doing the live stream for almost like 5 months and beyond, and this is the same principle I've been using to what, trade life with you people. So you have to also try your best. You have to try your possible best to what, keep records, take trading seriously by what, keeping track record of your winning and your losing trades. So if you win a trade, go back, reanalyze. That's what is going to make you a good trader. When you lose a trade, you need to go back and reanalyze it. Don't, when you win a trade, don't rejoice, like don't be too excited, because you have a lot of trades to take. You have many trades ahead of you to take. And when you lose a trade too, don't be sad. That is not the only losing trade you are going to be taking. Since you are in the game, there are a lot of what, losing trade that it is ahead of you that you'll be taking. And as you are in this game, there's no way you are not going to lose a trade. Okay, losses are bound to happen. You are going to be losing, but at the end of the day, your wins are going to be bigger than your losses. That's what you need to take into consideration. Your wins are going to be bigger than your losses. So keep track record, because that is what is going to make you a good trader. So I'm giving you all the tips for you to become a good trader. Okay, I'm giving you all the tips. Keep track records of your winning trades. Don't rejoice when you win a trade. Just ask yourself, what are the thought process, what are the things you did that gave you this winning trade? And I think things will start making sense to you. So asking yourself, why did you do this? Why did this thing happen? Why? When you start asking yourself why questions, I think You are going to get solutions to what your problem. Okay, so this is what is going to make you a good trader. Kindly analyze your winning trades and make sure you are repeating what you did. Okay, so when it comes to currency pair, the currency pair that is giving you more wins, focus, channel your energy or your effort on those currency pair so that you are going to be winning more. You get it? That is what is going to help you to become a good and a better trader. All right, so let's move straight to the chart and analyze the chart. Okay, I think that's what most of you are interested in. The trading is not all about analyzing charts. You have trading entails, or trading to be a profitable trader. It comprises of three things: your strategy, your risk management. So your risk management is going to include your risk to reward and your mentality. Okay, trading comprises of, for you to become a good trader, you need to have this three. You need to be good in this three: your strategy, your risk management. So your risk management, most like, consider it what the amount you are risking, and your risk to reward. And what the last one is going to be your mentality, your psychology. Okay, so trading comprises or entails these three things. Don't focus solely on the strategy. You need to focus, channel your energy to on what these three things, to the psychology. You need to ask yourself, if you are good in your, if your mentality is right, if you understand the reality about trading, I think you are not going to be stressed out when you lose a trade. So a lot of you get stressed out because you don't understand the reality about the game. Understand that the patterns are the same, the outcome is going to be different. I think most of your problems are going to be solved when you have this mentality in mind, or when you have this reality in mind. So understand this thing. Don't focus solely on the strategy. Strategy is good, strategy is best, but if you have what, if you have this thing too in mind, I think it's going to help you. When it have the mentality too in mind, you need to develop based on what, trying to build that side of trading, my mentality, working on my mindset, and what, my risk to reward. I think that is what has helped me now. Okay, so let's move to the chart. So let's start with GBP USD, the almighty GBP USD. So let's move on to the technical aspect. So let me tell you this thing: when it comes to the mentality, this is the mentality you need to have as a trader. Okay, so as a trader, one thing you need to understand is what, losses are bound to happen. Okay, losses are bound to happen. One of some, at certain point in your journey, you are going to be losing trades. You are going to be stumbling on what, some losing streaks. Okay, but you need to have this thing in mind that when you have a proper strategy, when you have a proper discipline and planning, okay, if you have your pattern in place that you've executed on it for several times, one thing you need to understand that losses will come, but at the end of the day, you are going to win. Okay, understand that sometimes the patterns will happen that you are going to execute, but the outcome is going to be different. So you guys were here last 2 weeks when we took some trades that are in the Bible, some trades that are in our manual, and we lost the trade. What did I tell you? I told you guys that trading, when it comes to trading, sometimes your patterns that you've traded for like 10 years, 20 years will fail. But that doesn't guarantee me, or that doesn't mean I have to change my system. So if you have this mentality, if you have this mindset, there's no way you are going to lose in trading. So have this one in mind. Okay, always understand your system, and what, no matter the losses or wins, always stick to your system. And I think at the end of the day, you are going to win. All right, so let's move to the GBP USD. So this chart that I've opened is what, GBP USD. Okay, this is GBP USD. So when it comes to GBP USD, as I've always been saying, when it comes to my strategy, when it comes to the way I look at the chart, I normally do top-down analysis. So when you talk about top-down analysis, it simply means what, analyzing from the higher time frame. For those who are confused, analyzing from the higher time frame to the lower time frame, to the lower time frame. That's the meaning of what, a top-down analysis. So you look at the bigger picture. Okay, you analyze market structure. Okay, looking at the overall market structure and what bringing it down to the lower time frame. The lower time frames are the duration that a candle is what printed and a candle is printed. So being printed is what the time the candle closes. And when it comes to the top-down analysis, you look at the bigger picture, the higher time frame. So the higher time frame, what is the what market telling you? You identify the various support and resistances, the various levels. Okay, you identify the various levels. Then what you analyze from the higher time frame. So if you want to understand the meaning of this, one thing you need to understand that when it comes to the live stream, you are busy trading, you are busy breaking down charts. So I can't analyze, I can't explain everything to you. So it is important to get the mentorship. Okay, get the mentorship. It is $40, and as time goes on, the prices are going to increase. Okay, not everything that I'll be able to explain it to you. So if you want to take your trading to the next level, so if you want to join the community, I think it is better for you to get a mentorship. If you get a mentorship, you join the community, because when it comes to the community, there are a lot to learn over there. Okay, sometimes I talked a lot about there that I don't explain it on the live stream. So that's what you need to understand. So get a mentorship. It's very I will be sending my number in the live stream for those who want to contact me. So this is my number. Please don't go and chat a number that it is not my number. So this is my number. You WhatsApp me and what you get a mentorship. So this is top-down analysis. Top-down, looking at the higher time frame. What are the time frame that I normally look at? I look at what the monthly time frame. One thing, what if you overlook the monthly time frame, you might be trading on a support or you might be trading on a resistance, which is not recommendable. So you need to be able to what identify the various levels so that you don't get stuck at a support at the higher time frame. You are not going to be aware of it. Okay, so always make sure you are looking at the bigger picture so that you see things clearly. Okay, so when it comes to the monthly time frame, this is our support. This is our support. This is our support. So when it comes to the monthly time frame, so on the weekly time frame, so on the monthly time frame, these are the various support and resistance. So when it comes to the monthly time frame, what I normally look for is the various supports and resistances. Okay, I don't normally check the trend, but when you check the trend at the monthly time frame trend is what an uptrend. You get it? The monthly time frame trend is an uptrend, but I normally don't pay attention to the trend. So you can see it over here. It is what an uptrend. It is an uptrend. Price push, retested on this zone. Price push, retested on this zone. Price push, retested on this zone. So the trend is price push. So you are getting like multiple touches on this trend line. So this is telling you that the trend is what currently an uptrend. But you can see it over here that the candle or price is now trying to break out, but it hasn't closed. It's going to close at the end of the month. So at the end of the month, that is when you are going to decide the trend for the monthly time frame. So one thing you need to understand that price is still what an uptrend at the monthly time frame. You see that you're having multiple touches over here. Price, you see, this one got respected, this one got respected. Now that the candle has broken through, but it hasn't closed yet. So the monthly time frame is still what? The monthly time frame is still an uptrend. Okay, so these are the various levels. So you need to pay attention to the levels. Drawing the levels, you need to make sure price has touched the body of the candle exactly, because when it comes to what decision making, we use the body of the candle, we use the closure of the candle to make decisions. So you need to always make sure the line has touched the body of the candle very well, because as I said, we are going to be using the body of the candle to make decision when it comes to trading. Okay, when it comes to entry, when it comes to trade execution, we are going to be using the body of the candle to make decisions. So please kindly take note of. So we have support over here. So let's move to the weekly time frame and see. So with the weekly time frame, we had price breaking out. Okay, price breaking out. So what is the trend? So this is where we are going to be identifying the directional bias. So the directional bias is what is going to help me to what, to know where I'm going to execute. So if you come to the chart, so one thing about trading is what, we are retail traders and we don't move price. So those who move price are the big players. So you need to ask yourself, where are the big players taking their position? Where are the big players moving price to? Then you follow accordingly. Okay, you follow accordingly based on where the big players are taking their position. So we ask ourselves where, so the directional bias. So under the various confluences, so the confluences are the things that you normally take into consideration, bringing everything together to make a decision. So under confluences, we have directional bias within the confluence. Okay, so the directional bias, so we have directional bias within the confluence. So with the directional bias, you need to ask yourself, we are going to what? We are going to bring all the we are going to bring most of the time frames. We are going to be bringing what? The weekly time frame, the daily time frame, and the H4 time frames. And sometimes I've already told you that when it comes to directional bias, you can focus on the H4, the daily H4, H1 for your directional bias. But for me, I normally focus on the weekly, daily H4 for my directional bias. When it comes to the directional bias, we are going to move to the weekly time frame. You need to ask yourself, where, when it comes to the weekly time frame, where is what majority of traders moving their orders to? Okay, so you need to know the trend. The trend is your friend. The trend is what is going to help you to what, make decision. Okay, so if you trade against the trend, mostly you are going to be stopped out. So it is always important to what, trade with the trend. So when it comes to the weekly time frame, I have to ask myself, where is the market heading to? Okay, where is the market heading to? So with the directional bias, I have to ask myself, what is the weekly trend? Okay, what's the direction? So the trend is simply, what's the direction of the market at the weekly time frame? So let's see. So when you are reading the chart, you need to start from your left to right. So we had higher high. So this way we had a break of structure. So there was a change of what was previously a downtrend. So the uptrend. So there was a shift in trend over here. So pause, correction, impulse. So it's still an uptrend. Okay. So when it is in the direction of the market, we call it impulse. When it is against the direction of the buyer's market, we call it what? Or retreat. All right, can you hear me now? If you can hear me, kindly type one in the chat box. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Is my microphone okay now? Please, if it's okay, let me know in the chat box. YouTube, if you can hear me, but let's make fast and see if there's an opportunity. YouTube, if you can hear me. So San Romantic Way. Is it okay now? Okay. So you can hear me. Please, if you can hear me, let me know in the chat box. Okay. So I have to try and give away. I have to do some giveaway to some of my lawyer distance. So I will try at the end of the month. I will try and do a giveaway because I've been seeing some people have been with me for since day one, especially Jcon. I'll be doing a giveaway, so I will announce the time. So by the end of this month, I will do a giveaway. Ending of this month, we are going to be doing a giveaway. Especially, I've been seeing some people like Jcon. This guy has been with me since. I'll do a giveaway. I'll try and give away something. Especially, it's either going to be cash. Okay, I'll do a giveaway. So I'll give away. I'll try and give away something to those who have been consistent on the stream, especially on my YouTube channel. I'll do a giveaway to them. So you have to make sure you are going to be present the time I'm going to do a giveaway. Don't miss out. Don't be going to church every day and the time Jesus Christ will come. The time the Savior is going to come, you are not going to be available. So you need to show up every day. So I'll be looking at those who will be showing up every day. And this month, at the end of the month, I'll do a giveaway to them. Because this Jcon has been doing well. This guy has been with me since day one. Always show up. Alright. So I'll do a giveaway. So stay disciplined, stay consistent on the stream, and you don't miss out when you are doing the giveaway. So the directional bias on the weekly time frame, on the weekly time frame is a downtrend, as I indicated. As price broke out, this is the point, or this the level we had a shift in trend. So there was a shift in trend over here. So price pulled back to this level. Okay, price pulled back to this level. So this is the point we had a shift in trend. Okay, this is the level we had a shift in trend. So as price has broken, as the candle has broken out, there was a shift in structure. So now the trend is what? A downtrend at the weekly time frame. So let's bring it out over here. So this is what is going to, after correlating what all the various time frame. After correlating all the various time frames, you'll be able to know where to make your decision. So the weekly time frame is an uptrend. Okay, so after identifying the trend, then we come to the various levels. We are not going to identify. You are not going to plot out the support over here, so resistance over here, because price is far from there. The reason why you're not going to be doing that, before price will come to this side, before price will move to this side, it's going to take a long time. Okay, but let's try and point out with this one. So we had resistance over here. This point, these levels are all valid, but you are not going to you are not going to indicate, or you are not going to plot the various support and resistance over here, because it's going to take a long time before price will get here. It's going to take a very long time for price to get to this side. So we are not going to be drawing those levels over there. So when it comes to the weekly time frame, we have another support over here. So this is the weekly time frame. So we have support 2 over here. Okay, so these are the various support and resistance. So if you look left, you can see we have clean zone over here. We have clean to the next zone is it's going to take a long time for it to get to the next zone. So let's move to this. So this is the only thing that you are going to be doing at This is the only thing you are going to be doing at the weekly time frame. You are going to just indicate the various levels. So the various levels. So let's move to the daily time frame and see whether we are going to be having an opportunity. So this still the confluence that you are trying to correlate are still with us. Okay, so the directional bias. So let's move to the let's move to the daily time frame. So the daily time frame, so let's check out the trend. So now you've now understood that what the weekly is an uptrend. Let's check out the daily time frame. Let's check the trend. So we had lower low, okay, so there was a shift in trend over here. So this one turned into what, a downtrend. Lower low, we had correction, consolidated for some time, consolidated, price is still trending down. Okay, so when it comes to the daily time frame, it is clear that the trend is what, a downtrend. Okay, so there was a break over here, price was trending up. So if you pull up the trend line, you can see over here we had price moved up, retested on the line, price moved up, retested on the line. So this is the point that trend line got broken. So now the trend is what, a downtrend at the daily time frame. You can see it over here. The trend is what, a downtrend. Price broke, retested on a trend line, price broke, retested on the trend line. So you can see it clearly that what, the trend is a downtrend at the daily time frame. So as I said, if you are confused on how these things are being done, when it comes to the live stream, you are busily trying to analyze and take a trade. So this is not the time for me to be teaching you how to be doing this. So if you want to know how to do this, you can get a mentorship. Okay, so the daily time frame is what? Sorry, the weekly time frame is a downtrend, not an uptrend. So you guys, those OGs over here, you didn't correct me. So the weekly time frame is a downtrend. The weekly time frame is a downtrend. The daily time frame too is what? A downtrend. The daily time frame is a downtrend. So let's, after identifying the trend at the daily time frame, let's plot out the various support and resistances. So we had support over here. So currently, if price is moving down, this is the level that price is going to what, retest on. This is the level that price is currently going to retest on. So you can see over here that what, price has broken through the zone. Right, so this is the only level, current level support that we have. So we can see that the candle, the body of the candle has broken through the zone. So you can see it over here. The body of the candle has broken through the zone. You get it. So now we have weekly downtrend, daily downtrend. So let's move to the H4 time frame and see whether there was going to be an opportunity. So if you move to the weekly time, if you move to the H4 time frame, let's check out the trend. So the H4 time frame, H4 time frame is also what, a downtrend. So let's find out why it's a downtrend. So you can see over here, this is where we had a shift in trend. So price was what? Price was in the uptrend. You can see it over here. So we had high, higher low, high, higher low. Okay, so the moment this one got broken, the trend shifted towards a downtrend. Okay, the trend shifted towards a downtrend. So we had a shift in trend at what, this side. So there was a shift in trend at this side. So the trend shifted to a downtrend. Had a retested on the key level, price what, continues. So impulse, correction, impulse. You get it. So the trend continued to be in a downtrend. The trend continued to be in what, a downtrend. So currently on GBP USD, the trend is what? The trend is what? A downtrend. So let's bring it out over here. So now we are done with the directional bias. So when it comes to decision making, so conclusion on the directional bias. So my bias, conclusion on bias. So my bias is going to be what? Since we have weekly time frame downtrend, daily time frame downtrend, H4 time frame downtrend. So chat, those on YouTube, what decision are you going to make? Are you going to buy or are you going to sell? Those who have been on the chat for a very long time, what decision now? Tell me. So kindly type it in the YouTube chat box. What decision are you going to make? So tell me. What decision, since as we did our correlation, we noticed that the weekly time frame is a downtrend, the daily time frame is what? The daily time frame is a downtrend, H4 time frame is a downtrend. So what decision are you going to make? So they are saying you are going to be what? Selling. So who again? So Jacon said you are going to make. We are having what? The weekly time frame down trend. Daily time frame downtrend, H4 time frame downtrend. Okay, so like that we are going to sell because all the time frames are, so it is telling you that you need to what? Go for a sell, not a buy. Okay, so these are some of the mistakes a lot of people do. They don't try to what? You don't have to buy, you need to sell. You don't have to buy when it's short, you need to sell. So our directional bias is now going to be what? A sell. Okay, we are going to sell. So when you come to the chart, after identifying this, when it comes to the chart, you are just going to look for a sell opportunity. Okay, we are just going to be looking for a sell opportunity. That's the only thing we are going to be doing. Okay, so what you need to be doing is what? An entry. So what are you going to do after identifying the trend is a downtrend? You are just going to what? Look for a sell. Okay, you are just going to be looking for a sell. So let's see whether we are going to be having opportunity. So we are having a support currently looking left. So these are the various levels that. So you see the way I trade is very simple. So when it comes to Blue Wave Exchange, the motto is what? Simplicity is beautiful. Very simple and what? Concise. Very simple. So simplicity is beautiful. I don't know who gave out that slogan, but I came out with my partner. So my partner brought out simplicity is beautiful. So it's very simple. It's very simple. So now you are going to be looking for an opportunity. So you guys can see price just broke out, made a red test over here. So you can see when you pull up our Bible, we can see if not this support over here, you could have found an opportunity over here. Let me open the Bible. So let me open the Bible for you. A bearish break and retest created a support. Let me open the Bible for you. So the price is currently a downtrend, right? So you can see the last one. I hope you guys can see it. So let me download this thing so that I'll be able to. So I hope you can see the last one. So this one, okay, you see the break, price broke out, made a bullish trend. You can see the pattern. This pattern, the last one, okay, the last one is what you are seeing over here. I hope you guys can see this one. So YouTube, if you can see it, let me know. Is it clear to you people? So I hope you can see this pattern. Price broke out, made a red tested. You see what price is currently doing. So we have a support over here. There was a support over here, a resistance rather. So I hope you can see it over here. So you see this one. I hope you see this one. It's the same thing over here. But the reason why we can't take a trade is because of what? The various support over here. The voice is doing what? Is the voice still breaking? So you need to understand that we are in Africa and you don't expect the network to be perfect like that. So you can see the support, the resistance over here. You can see the resistance over here. So the reason why we couldn't, I can't hear you, sir. You can't hear me. Are you the only person who can't hear me, or is he the only person who can't hear me, or you all can't hear me?
I think he's the only person because we are outside, everything is clear.
Yeah, that's YouTube. The YouTube people. So YouTube, can you hear me? 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 Oh, but you are the same person who said my voice, and now you are saying. Okay, so if we had a clean zone, you could have taken a sell over here by the level that we drew. So this system is one in a kind, one in a million. You see, price has been rejecting. If you read the candle, we can see as price was moving down, it got rejected. So even though price has created a resistance, but we're having this key level over here. Okay, you see price, the way price is breathing, the way the candles are breathing towards breakout. So this is a strong level. Even though sometimes price can break out, but you don't want to put yourself, or you don't want to be in a position where price is going to consolidate before it will move. So you need to always pay attention to the level. Price is going to take some time before it will break out. You get it? Price is going to take some time before it will break out. It's not going to break out easily. So you don't have to put yourself in a position. These are the various levels you allow to trade. Okay, so if price break out, make a pullback, then you take a sell over here. Taking a sell over here, you are just putting yourself in a position where you are going to be stuck. So always put yourself in a position where it is easily going, your target price is easily going to get to your target very fast. Okay, price is easily going to get to your target very fast without struggling. So you need to always pay attention to that. It's going to take some time. So if you move to the H4, H1 time frame, you can see price is struggling. So you can see price pull back, trying to break, still struggling. Okay, so lending session is going to be open. Let's see if the lending session will be able to break out from this zone. So we are going to be taking an entry when it has broken out from this zone. I don't want to be in a position where I'm going to price is going to, I'm going to be in a stress for price to break out from a zone. I just want to be in a position where it is easily for price to break out from the zone. So that's what I normally prefer. So when it comes to H4, when it comes to GBP USD, this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting price to break out from this zone. So you have to understand that I'm having a track record backing whatever I'm doing. So I'm not going to be pressured. I'm not going to be worried. So especially you become worried and feel depressed. You become worried and feel the pressure when you don't have any data backing it. So I have a data backing whatever I'm going to do. Okay, so I'm not going to be worried that I'm not going to feel FOMO, fear of missing out, that price is going to break, because I'm having a track record backing it. That's the important thing about having a history. Okay, if you have a history, you become very confident and you become very patient. So this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting price to break. So if price break, I'm either going to take the breakout entry, okay, to fill this zone, or what I'm going to be doing is either price pulling back. Okay, so the breakout is going to be this. When it comes to the manual, this is bearish. So this is what the bearish trend breakout. I hope you can see the bearish trend breakout. YouTube, can you see the bearish trend breakout? Can you see the bearish trend breakout? This is what I will be expecting. The first one, the first entry. I should have numbered it. So the first one, this one is what I'm expecting it to happen. Okay, this is what I'm expecting. The first one is what I'm going to expect it to happen. Okay, so this is what I'm expecting. The first one is what I'm expecting. If the first one didn't happen, I'm going to be expecting something like this. So these are the things that normally happens in the market. So the second one is what I'm going to be expecting. So you need to have a data backing whatever you are doing, and your trading is going to be very simple. I know a lot of gurus are not telling you this thing, but if you are here, if you join my stream for like 2 to 3 months, you need to become profitable. So the second one is what I'll be expecting to. Trading becomes very easy and simple when you have a data. So this is what it can happen to. So this one too is here. I hope you can see the third one. This one. Oh, I think you people can see because I didn't share that. Okay. So you people are not seeing it because I didn't share that. Okay. So how can I share for it to see? Okay, so all right. So I will try and upload it in my Google Drive so that I'll be able to share. You people are not seeing the pattern. So those on YouTube are not seeing the pattern because I'm not sharing that screen. Okay, let me share it. Let me share that screen. I have to add it to my. So I'll try and add it to my Google Drive so that I'll be able to share. There's no link to that. So it will be better if I open it in my WhatsApp. Okay, so let me try and open it in my WhatsApp. Okay, let me open it in my WhatsApp so that I'll be able to refer you to anytime I go there. So these are the things that I'm expecting it to happen. Okay, these are the things that I'm expecting it to happen. So I'm trying to open the manual in the WhatsApp so that you people will be able to see it. Okay, so when it comes to the pound dollar, this is what I'm expecting it to happen with the pound dollar. So let's move to USD CHF. Is there any opportunity? So with USD CHF, so let's do top-down analysis. So analyzing from the higher time frame to the lower time frame. So on the monthly time frame, we have a support over here. We had a support. We had a resistance over here at the monthly time frame. Okay, so the monthly time frame, these are the only thing that you're going to be doing. So when you move to the weekly time frame, on the weekly time frame, so first of all, let's plot out our confluences. So I have to explain some things over here. So the confluences. So what are the things that I normally look for before I execute a trade? So first of all, the directional bias. So the directional bias. So with the directional bias, we have the weekly time frame. So the weekly time frame, what is the trend? So let's first of all identify the trend. You can see when you look. So the directional bias or various confluences. So when it comes to the directional bias. So with the weekly time frame, if you look left, you can see over here that price got respected by this level. You get it? Price got respected. It did what? Lower low, lower high. Retested on the level again. Retested on the level again. You get it? So price is currently what? In a downtrend when you look left. But the moment price broke out from this level, So this is this is USD CHF. The pair that I'm analyzing currently is USD CHF. Okay, it is USD CHF. You are done with GBP USD. So this is USD CHF. So when price broke out, okay, so this is the point. This candle, the moment it broke out from this level, we had a shift in structure, or we had a shift in trend. Okay, we had a shift in trend. So currently the trend is what? An uptrend. Okay, the trend became what? An uptrend, retested, broke out. Okay, so when the candle broke out from this one, it was still in what? An uptrend. So we had impulse correction, impulse trend. You get it? Price is currently an uptrend. So the weekly time frame. So the weekly time frame is what? An uptrend. Please take note of that. So when it comes to the daily time frame, when it comes to the daily time frame, the daily time frame too is what? An uptrend. You get it? The daily time frame too is currently an uptrend. Okay, so now you have seen, sorry, we are on the weekly time frame. So the weekly time frame is an uptrend. So we are expecting price, if price is heading up, if price is moving up, we are expecting it to move up to this level. We are expecting price to move up to get to this level. You get it? These are the next. This is the nearest level of what? Price reacting. So this is the. So if price is heading up, you are expecting it to move to that side. At the weekly time frame, this is the various reactional level. So let's move to the daily time frame. So we had a support tool over here. So let's check out the H4 time frame. So let's move to the daily time frame. So now the daily time frame. So now you notice that the daily time frame. So let's check out the trend for the daily time frame. So we can see price broke out from this side. At a certain point, price broke out from this side. Okay, so the moment price broke out from this side, the trend tends to what? The trend tends to an uptrend. You get it? The trend tends to an uptrend. Pulled back, moved higher, consolidated from over here, or it was ranging at this point. Price was ranging at this point. So the moment it broke out, it tends to what? An uptrend. Pulled back, and what? The trend is continuing, and now it's currently pulling. So now you've noticed that the trend is what? An uptrend. So when it comes to the confluences, we need to identify the various reactional level, the various support and resistance level. So as price has broken out, we are expecting a pullback. So if it is pulling back, it's either going to pull back on this level or on this level. So it's no more valid. So if price is pulling back, it's going to pull back on this one. You get it? Price is going to pull back on this one. So let's change the color to a red, so that we can easily know when you move to the lower time frame. So if price is, so the daily time frame too is an uptrend. But what's the trend for the H4 time frame? Who can tell me on YouTube? Who can tell me the trend for the H4 time frame? What's the trend? What's the trend for the H4 time frame? what's the trend for H4 time frame? So those on Telegram, what's the trend for the H4 time frame? So currently, price made, there was high, consolidated for some time. So the H4 time frame is what? You get it. The trend is still an uptrend. The trend is still an uptrend at the 4 time frame. So let's see the daily, whether you were able to identify the various levels. So if price is pulling, as price has pulled back, it has created a resistance over here. Okay. Hey, who said downtrend? The trend is not a downtrend. Who said downtrend? The trend is an uptrend, not a downtrend. So this is the level. If price is pulling back, so it's on the daily time frame, as price has broken out, if it is pulling back, it's going to pull back to the nearest. If price is pulling back, it's either going to pull back on this level. So now we are having the weekly time frame uptrend, daily time frame uptrend. So what is going to be our decision? What is going to be our sectional bias? What is going to be our sectional bias based on this? Based on this conclusion, what is going to be our sectional bias? Who can tell me what is going to be our sectional bias? So the sectional bias is going to be a buy. You get it? Because all the time frames are uptrend, uptrend, uptrend. You get it? It comes to the session that we are in now. What decision are you going to make? So the sectional bias is going to be a buy. Okay. Let's look at the various area of interest. So the various area of interest. So currently we're having what? H4. We're having daily what? Support over here. So let's move to the H4 time frame. So the H4 time frame, what is the directional? Sorry. H4 is not an uptrend. You can see it over here. Price consolidated for some time. Price broke out, consolidated, okay, was ranging over here. It broke out uptrend. During the 30 days bootcamp, I explained it to you how you are going to be identify a shift in what? High. Currently a downtrend. So the person who said the downtrend was correct. So you can see if you change it to a line chart and zoom in, you can see the trend has changed. I hope you can see it. I hope you guys can see the trend has changed. I hope you people can see the trend has changed. So this point, there was a shift in trend over here when price broke this high, came back and broke this one. So this one was broken. The candle came back to what? The candle came back to break this one. So now the trend is what? A downtrend. So if you are not seeing it clearly when you turn it to a candle chart, kindly shift it to what? A line chart. You get it? So if you shift it to a lot broken, when this high got broken, when this low, when this low also got broken, the H4 is what's a uptrend. I hope you too, it's clear. So David Asofa said it. Sorry, the trend was short. So let's correct this one. So the trend is what? A downtrend. So I've already told. So now my what? So my directional bias is going to be. My directional bias is going to be. So my directional bias is going to be indecision, like my directional bias is going to be indecision. Where is it going? Okay. So the directional bias is going to be indecision. Okay, because what I've already told you, what we normally consider before making a decision. So when it comes to this directional bias, we are having the weekly time frame to be an uptrend, the daily time frame an uptrend, H4 time frame a downtrend. So I've told you that when it comes to decision making, or when it comes to me deciding my directional bias or my sectional bias, I normally consider the daily time frame and the H4 time frame. But when the weekly time frame aligns with the daily and H4, it is bonus. But mostly, I consider the daily time frame and the H4 time frame to make decision. But here lies the case, or here is the case: we're having the daily time frame uptrend, the H4 time frame what? A downtrend. So we're having they are not aligned. The daily and the H4 are not aligned. So when it happens like this, I'm not going to be making decision. Okay, so I have to wait for either the daily time frame, H4 time frame to shift structure to become an uptrend before I will make a decision. Okay, so when it comes to USD CHF, I don't have any sectional bias yet. I don't have a sectional bias, so I'm going to be taking a trade. This is what I'm going to do, because daily time frame is an uptrend, H4 time frame is currently a downtrend. So this is what I'm going to do. I have to wait for the H4 to shift in structure or shift in trend. So this is what I would love to happen. So since price has now currently got into this H4 level, its price will either break a rate test on this one, okay, then it will when it breaks out from this, then the trend has shifted. Or when the price break out from this level, then the trend has shifted towards an uptrend. You get it? Then the trend has shifted to an uptrend. But when price break out like this, when price break out from this, make a pullback, then the trend will continue up. So this is the point I would love to. So I would not love to take a buy over here. I would love to see a shift in structure so that the weekly time frame, the daily time frame, H4 time frame, all going to be what? An uptrend before I'll start making a decision. Okay, before I'll start what? Taking a buy. My current daily, weekly and daily are in the same direction, but when it comes to the daily and H4, they are what? In opposite direction. So I will not love to take a decision. So I would love to see a shift in structure. Okay, I would love to see a shift in structure. So I would love to see a shift in structure. So then when price rate test on this one, break this one, there can be a shift in structure. And when price break out from this one, so if you have a question, kindly reserve it. I'll just open the platform for any further questions. So I would love to see one. And when you check the various zones, and we have clean zone, because when price is going to break out from this one, we have another zone over here, which is going to be very tight for price to break out. Okay, so if price breaks out, I'll wait for a pullback. Okay, I'll wait for a pullback. Then I'll take a buy. So this is what I would love to sort. This is what I would love to see on the chart. This is what I would love to see on the charts. So I would love to see something like this before I will start making decision. Even if price gets to this side, I would not love to buy, because we're having a reactional level over here. We're having a reactional level. So the chances that price is going to, and if this one also creates a support, we are going to be having reactional level. So unless price has broken through. So now today USD CHF is not giving a clear opportunity. So sometimes you come to the market and things will align very clearly for you to take a trade. Sometimes it's very difficult. So if you have a trading plan, you are not going to be worried. If you have a system, if you have a strategy, you are not going to be worried, because if that thing hasn't appeared, you are not going to make decision in the market. So you can see it over here. Price broke out over here. We took a buy over here. There was another opportunity over here. So sometimes the market will present an opportunity. Sometimes too, it's going to be very difficult for an opportunity to avail itself. So you need to understand that it is part of the market, and it is part of the market dynamics. So you having a strategy, you having a system to follow is what is going to make you a disciplined trader. Going to what make you to be patient. So if you are patient, you know exactly what you are waiting for. Okay, so sometimes you hear people saying be patient, be patient. If you are telling this trader to be patient, he doesn't have a strategy. What is he going to be patient for? What is he going to be waiting for? So you need to have a strategy. It is very important. So I'm trying to share my experience, the things that I did to become profitable, the things that I did to start seeing consistency. So you guys, if you are following me and you are not doing these things, you are just doing yourself a harm. So try your best to understand this principle. Have a strategy, have a pattern, and things are going to be very simple and easy for you. So let's move to another pair. So far GBP USD no opportunity, USD CHF no opportunity. So let's look at GBP JPY. Let's look at GBP JPY. So I think I'm seeing an opportunity on GBP JPY. So on GBP JPY, the monthly time frame is what? The monthly time frame is an uptrend. We had a resistance over here. So we had a support over here. So if you have any question, you can drop it in the chat box, okay? In case you don't understand anything that I'm doing, you can drop it in the chat box. So we had a resistance over here. We had a support level over here for GBP JPY. So when it comes to the weekly time frame, so what's the weekly time frame currently doing? So you can see it over here. Price was an uptrend. We can see multiple touches. price broke, retested, price broke, retested, price broke, retested. You see, it was retesting on the level, bounce back, breakout, bounce back, breakout, bounce back. So currently we're having a resistance or a support over here. You get it? So if you look at the body of the candle, you can see. So this is the reason why. This is the reason I've been saying you need to pay attention to the various levels. So you can see it over here. The body of the candle has broken the previous low. You get it? So this is where it turns towards an uptrend. If you don't change it to a line chart, you might think it just retested on the level. You might think price broke out and retested on the level. But if this one tells you what the trend is a downtrend. So now the weekly time frame. So the weekly time frame is currently what? A downtrend. The weekly time frame is a downtrend. So let's move to the daily time frame. So the daily time frame is what? Currently a downtrend. So price broke out, consolidated for some time. So the moment it broke out from this one, it turns towards a downtrend. So we are expecting a pullback. So if price is pulling back, it is going to pull back on this level. Price is going to pull back on this level. So if you move to the H4 time frame, so now the daily time frame, the weekly time frame is a downtrend. Daily time frame is also what? A downtrend. Okay. So if price is pulling back, you're expecting it to pull back on this one. By price, the chart or the pattern, the currency pair has already formed a resistance over here. You get it? You can see the resistance over here at the H4 time frame. So we are expecting price to what? As it has created a resistance, you're expecting it to head to this side. So looking at this zone, so let's measure the zone and see. So the zone is 36 pips, and looking at the currency pair like GBP is the 36 pips is not enough. And looking for your stop loss, this will be the stop loss. Looking at your stop loss, okay, so even the range is not that wide. Looking at a pair like GBP USD, the range is not that wide. Okay, you need to look at a bigger range, bigger distance. So this is what the support over here is, a weekly support. One thing you need to understand, this is a weekly support. This support you are seeing, you will not love to take a sell on a support. You will not love to take a sell on a support. So price can just break out from this zone, break through from this zone. So what I will advise you to be doing is what? Wait for the breakout. So now you are not going to be looking for a buy, because the weekly time frame is a downtrend, daily time frame is a downtrend, H4 time frame is a downtrend. Why are you going to look for a buy? You just have to look for a clean zone, then you take a trade within. Okay, you take a trade within. So you see the ranges are not all that big. You can see the ranges measuring the pip range. This one is like 26 pips. Looking at a pair like GBP USD, a GBP JPY, and 26 pips is not enough. This one is what? 34 pips. So you need to look for an opportunity. The opportunity to, you have to make sure your risk to reward, your reward is what? Greater, or your reward is bigger than your risk. You get it? You have to make sure your reward is bigger than your risk. So this is a perfect trade setup. So when you look at the manual, this is a bearish. So this is the what? The setup that is happening at what? GBP USD. I hope you can see it over here. I know YouTube is going to be very difficult because it's not in my browser. So let me check easy expand. Connect to WhatsApp. Okay, so let me open Blue Wave. So I'm trying to open it for you people to see. Yeah. So this is what I'm talking about. The last one. Okay, this pattern. This pattern is what is all the time frame aligns. I've decided on my directional bias, but I've decided on my sectional bias, which is going to be a buy. The reason I'm seeing a sectional bias is what this lending session, and it can happen. The trend can shift to what an uptrend during the New York session. So with a sectional bias, I'm looking for a sell, but there's no opportunities. Okay, we don't have any good range for price for us to take a sell. The range are all not enough. So I will not love. So the range I would love to take a sell within is going to be. Let me check the daily time frame. The range I would love to take a sell within is going to be within this range. So the ranges are not enough. So one thing, when it happens like that, one thing you would love to see is when price will pull back. Okay, because if you are taking the continuation of the trend, the zone is not enough. So you are expecting price to either get to this level. When it gets to this level, I think it's going to create a bigger range. So you can see it has created a bigger range. If you are looking left, if you are looking left, you can see it over here. Okay, since you're having a strong zone over here, I'll be expecting price to move up, retest on this one, then it will continue an opportunity to take a sell. But for the sell over here, you don't have enough ranges. Okay, you don't have. So let's move to the next currency pairs. So USD CAD, or let's analyze gold first. So when it comes to gold, okay, when it comes to gold at the monthly time frame, so if you're having a small account, I'm not going to advise you to be trading gold because it's going to be detrimental to your account. It's going to be detrimental to your account because when gold is pulling back, your account you can just wipe away all your accounts. Okay, because the pip range for gold is very big, so you need to take note of that. If you're having $50, if you're having $20, I'll not advise you to be trading gold. Okay, I'll not advise you to be trading gold because gold is volatile. The pip value is big. So when you move to the monthly time frame, gold was before the election it was in all-time high, and you can see we are having a downtrend candle structure. You can see when the candle broke this candle, the ongoing candle broke the low of this one, we had the trend to shift towards a downtrend. So when it comes to candle structure, the trend is a downtrend. But when it comes to pattern structure, it is an uptrend. So candle structure is a downtrend. Okay, so a candle structure is a downtrend at the monthly time frame. Moving to the weekly time frame. So with the weekly time frame, we having a support over here, a resistance over here. So price has broken out, made a retest. So we are expecting a continuation of the trend. If price is heading down, it is going to head down to this side. So let's move to the daily time frame. So what's the trend for this? So now you have noticed the weekly time frame is what? A downtrend. The daily time frame is the daily time frame to what? The trend was heading up to this side. The trend was an uptrend, retested, broke out, retested. So the trend is currently what? The trend is currently a downtrend. Price retested on this one. Price retested on this one. You get it. So currently the trend is what? A downtrend. You get it. The trend is a downtrend. So the daily time frame is a downtrend. You get it. The daily time frame. So now you are seeing the weekly time frame is a downtrend. The daily time frame is a downtrend. So these are the various levels. So this is where it shows it's a downtrend. You're having multiple touches. So if price is moving, the chances that it is going to get rejected by this one and continue is going to be very high. So the trend is what? A downtrend. So now weekly is a downtrend, daily is a downtrend. So let's move to H4. So what's H4 saying? This is the trend for the H4. So the H4 is what? Price moved low. Okay, if it has moved low, this is the point, this is the level price would have shifted structure over here. So you can see it has consolidated within this range. Price has consolidated within this an uptrend. You get it. H4 is an uptrend. Now daily is what? A downtrend. Weekly is a downtrend. H4 is a what? An uptrend. So when it comes to gold, I'm expecting the structure is very complex. It's very complex to decide on gold. But I will love, because I'm seeing a clean zone over here. A clean zone over here that price might fill this one. But when it comes to the trend is not aligned, created a support over here, but the H4 structure looks an uptrend. So I'm not allowed to take a sell on gold. Okay, I have a clear structure. So I think it's because it's Monday. So now that the structures, candles are trying to align, the candles are trying to align. Because it's Monday, the candles are trying to align. So gold, there was no, so GBP USD, there was no opportunity. USD CHF, there was no opportunity for me. GBP USD, there was no opportunity for me. So let me see when the lending opened, what happened. So you can see over here, I told you that because you're having ranges, you see when lending open, price is still struggling to, I think it's loading. So you see, because you're having ranges, price is still struggling to break. Okay, so it's important to take note of the various ranges. So let's move to USD card, since we have a lot of people trading USD card. So for the New York session, so mostly it is profitable to trade USD card during the New York session, because the dollar and the card are all hot. So when it comes to USD card, let's check out the monthly time frame. So with the monthly time frame, we had this over here at the monthly time frame. So let's look left. So if you look left, you can see there was a clean zone. So moving to the weekly time frame. So this is the hidden line is the current market price. We had a support over here, a resistance over there. We had a resistance over here. We had a resistance over here. So what's the weekly trend? So you don't have to be told. You don't need to be told. So weekly trend is an uptrend. Okay. You don't need to be told. You don't need any indicator for it to tell you what's the trend. The trend is what? An uptrend. You get it? The trend is currently an uptrend. So the weekly time frame trend is what? An uptrend. So you need to make sure the line is what? Pointing. The line is what? Lying on the level exactly, because we are going to be using the body of the candles to be deciding the break and rate the breakouts. Okay, so if you get it wrong, I think our decision when it comes to trend breakout, because mostly some of the body of the candle are going to rate test on it exactly. So if you don't get the accuracy of the the levels, it's going to be very difficult. Okay, so you need to get the accuracy very well. So this is the weekly time frame. This is what? Getting rejected by the level. So let's move to the daily time frame. So the daily time frame trend is what? An uptrend too as well. You can see it over here. Price what? Breakout. There was a breakout. Okay, there was a breakout. It was a downtrend over here. It was a downtrend. So you're expecting this one to get broken. So price broke out from this one. Price broke out from this one. It broke out from what? This one. You get it? So the moment this candle, the moment this candle broke, the trend shifted to an uptrend. So currently, price is an uptrend. Price was doing those higher highs, so it back and broke it to what? An uptrend. So currently, the trend is what? An uptrend. Okay, the trend is an uptrend at the daily time frame. So let's look left and see. So price is currently on a strong zone. So we need a high impact news for us to get a clean zone, because currently price is in the range today. Price is in the range today. So this is the daily time frame. So now you've noticed the weekly time frame is an uptrend, daily time frame is an uptrend. So let's move to the H4 time frame and see the directional bias. So let's look at the directional bias. So there's no data looking left. Okay, there's no data looking left. There's no data looking left. So currently, price is on a rejectional level. So H4 time frame too is an uptrend. You can see it over here. H4 time frame is an uptrend. The H4 time frame is currently what? An uptrend. You can see it. H4 time frame is an uptrend. So you see the weekly time frame an uptrend, daily time frame an uptrend, H4 time frame an uptrend. So now our sectional bias is going to be what? YouTube. Our sectional bias is going to be what? We are having weekly time frame an uptrend, daily time frame an uptrend, H4 time frame an uptrend. What is going to be our sectional bias? So the sectional bias is going to be what? Who can tell me? What's going to be the sectional bias? So the sectional bias is going to be a buy. You get it? Because all the time frames are pointing up. So the sectional bias is going to be what? A buy. So we have support over here. The support over here. Yeah, the sectional bias is going to be a buy. Yeah, so you are correct. So now let's look for an entry. So there's no data looking left. So now on USD's card, if you want to take a buy, I think you need to wait for the candle, okay? Because you're having this small zone over here, like 13 pips. So if you want to take a buy on USD card, you need to wait for, I think it will be better if you wait for. So Brain, are you here? So you can see the trade that you took over here, the same pattern is forming over here.
Yeah, exactly.
The same, you took a trade over here. It's the same pattern that is forming.
Yeah, exactly.
So we had a resistance, price created a support. So you see how if you pay attention to price, your things are going to, it just repeats itself. It's created a support over here. It's this one too has created a support over here. Price formed the resistance over here. Price formed the resistance over here. Price broke out. Price is now currently breaking out. So this one too broke out. You get it? So it's the same exact thing that is happening over here. It's the same thing that is happening to over here. Okay, but the range is not that big. You see this one, the range was very big. The range was 42 pips. By looking at this range,
it's very small.
It's very small. And currently, see where price is. This is the current market price. This is the current market price. So it's 11 pips, and your risk is going to be 28. Price broke out, so you need to pay attention to the part. Price broke out, made a rate tested, made a rate test pattern. If you look at this pattern, and this pattern, what's the difference? Do you have any difference? The reason why I pay attention to patterns on the but the price, this one, even though it's the same pattern, but price is currently very high, close to the nearest level. Okay, so it is not something you need to go for. Close to the nearest level. So this is a break and retest pattern. So let me show you on the chart. So it's a bullish trend, a bullish breakout, made a retest, trend continuation. So it's the same thing over here. You get it? So if you pay attention to patterns, I think things are going to be clear. Things are going to be clear to you. You get it? Things are going to be clear to you. So you need to pay attention to the pattern. So you see this one like this, as you have seen it happen and repeating it yourself, you just take a picture of it. It's a picture in your eyes. So the moment it happens, the moment it gets displayed on the chart, we are just going to execute it. So the same pattern happens. But as I'm saying, the range is very small. It's not something you have to go for. Okay, so either you are going to, if you want to take the aggressive one, if you wait for the H1 to close, then you take the flip. Okay, by 12 pips. So still the risk to what is not something. But if this one creates or close with the bearish, you can just cap it. Okay, by taking a small position on it. So I think the way the 30 minutes is forming, it's looking nice. because the focus is on what? The focus is on H4 and USD card. The one thing you need to understand about the session is what? The US session is not open, the card session is not open. So one thing is what you can be having what? The consolidation. So you need to understand time card at the lending session. You need to ask yourself, what is going to bring volume in the market? Considering the pair, the base currency, the dollar, the US session, the New York session is not open now. The New York Stock Exchange session is not open. So when it comes to card is not open at this session. You get it? So you need to understand, because you need volume, even though the setup, everything aligns, but you need volume to move the price. You need volume to be what? To be able to move price. So if there's no volume, then what is going to move price? So this is what you need to factor in anytime you are taking a trade, or anytime you are taking to get filled. Okay, and it shouldn't go beyond monthly level. It's either weekly time frame. Yeah, so it shouldn't be something, your target shouldn't be something beyond this one. Your target shouldn't be something beyond this one, because this is weekly, and the chances that anytime price will get to this side, it is going to get rejected is very high. Okay, so your target shouldn't be something beyond this one. Your target should be within this range. Okay, so if you are in the trade and if price get to this side, make sure you are taking taking profit. And I've given you all the factors. I've given you all the factors and all the things that you need to put it in consideration. So let's move to Euro card. So if you guys can remember on Euro card, so this is the pair. These are some of the pairs that I hate. You see, price has even broken out the zone. Okay, price has broken out from the zone, just made a retracement, and now see, I don't like slow moving pairs. So when it comes to Euro card, at the monthly time frame, price is currently what? Price is currently on a support over here at the monthly time frame. Price is currently on a support. So moving to the weekly time frame. We have an additional support to over here. You get it? So looking at the trend, what is the trend for the weekly time frame? The trend for the weekly time frame is what? Price was consolidating equal. You can see there was equal highs, and what? We had equal lows, and we had equal lows. You get it? So price was consolidating. Price was consolidating at that point. Price was consolidating around that point. So as price broke out, you get it? As price broke out, you're expecting a rate to this level. So price rate tested on the level. So currently, price has broken out. We need a rate test to the level. So currently, the weekly time frame is a downtrend. What's the daily time frame saying? So when it comes to the daily time frame, price has broken out. Making a rate test over here. Okay, making a rate test. So you can see, so this is the level that I'm expecting price to rate test on. So the weekly time frame is a downtrend, daily time frame is a downtrend. Okay, so I'm expecting price to what? Rate test on this level, this key level, this reactional level, then price will take this. So this is what I'm expecting it to happen. Okay, but if you move to the H4 time frame is an uptrend, which is what against the way I normally decide. The daily time frame, the H4 time frame is an uptrend. So I'll not love to take something like that. So I will love price what chart. Currently, I'm not interested in this buy. As I said the other time, Friday, I was saying if you are using the H4 trend and the H1 trend, you can see there was an opportunity over here. There was an opportunity over here that you could have taken. Because price created a multiple support level over here that you could have taken a buy, okay, for the trend to continue. But normally don't focus on the H4 and the H1 trend. You get it? I normally don't focus on the H4 and the H1 trend, so I'm not interested in this buy. Even though price can get to this level, as I indicated last Friday, I was saying price can get to this level, then you can have a retracement in this buy. Okay, I'm not interested in this buy. So I would love price to move to this level. Give me a structure. Okay, the moment you have a trend shift, okay, if you have a trend, then I'll wait for a pull back, then I'll take a sell. This is what I love to see, but I'm not interested in this short to trade with a trend. Majority of the time frame being in the same direction, that's when I would love to take a sell. But currently, I'm not interested in the buy. Okay, so let's check out the last pair, which is USD JPY. Let's check out USD JPY for the last pair. And I think we have people who trade Euro USD too. We have people who trade Euro USD. So instead of USD JPY, let's make it Euro USD. So let me remove USD JPY and make it Euro USD, because you have people who trade it. So this is Euro USD currently at the H4 time frame. So Euro USD, let me clear everything. So Euro USD, we're having monthly time frame currently on a consolidation. Okay, price is currently on this monthly time frame support. So moving to the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, we're having this support over here currently. So the daily time frame. So the daily time frame is the weekly time frame is a downtrend. So you can see how strong this level is. Okay, you can see how strong this level is. So moving to the daily time frame, the weekly time frame is a downtrend. Daily time frame too is also a downtrend. So as price has broken out from the zone, you're expecting a price is currently pulling back on that strong area of interest. Let's move to the H4. So currently Euro USD is ranging. This is not the market structure you will love to trade. Okay, this is not the market structure you love to trade, because if you move to the daily time frame, if you look at left, okay, I think you're having clean zone to the left, but I'm expecting price to pull back. If you move to the H4 time frame, see, like, the structure is not that something you need to go for. Okay, the structure is not something I would love to go for. See, price broke out, pull back, try to break, got rejected. So the reason why price is resistance, and you see, when it comes to the higher time frame, like the monthly, the weekly, it takes a long time for price to break these levels. it takes a very long time for price to what break these levels. You get it? So that's why price is currently what ranging at this area. That's why price is currently ranging at this level. You get it? That's why price is ranging at this level. So it is not something you will love to what go for. You can see the barcode over here. So the reason why it is ranging is because of the higher time frame, the weekly and the monthly time frame and the daily time frame. So that's why I always advise, don't buy on what, don't try and buy on a resistance, don't try and sell on a support. Okay, so wait for the breakout, let it give you a clean range, then you go in for a sell. So we are done. If you have any question, kindly drop it in the chat box. I think you've analyzed most of the pairs, and today, because it's Monday, price is now trying to form. So USD GBP JPY is trying to break out from the zone, but it hasn't yet. Okay, it hasn't broken yet, so we need to wait for the candle to break. It hasn't broken yet. It's Monday, we need to be patient. Okay, we shouldn't rush. We need to be patient. It's Monday. So if price break out, then you can see either you can go for, because you will not, so you having clean range over here. Okay, if price break out, I will not love to go for a breakout entry. Why am I not going to go for a breakout entry? So when you come to USD CHF, the breakout entry you took, the stop loss was very small. Okay, the stop loss was what? The stop loss was very small as compared to the reward. So looking at GBP USD, when it breaks out, when this candle break out, give us break out to the strong the clean zone. Okay, when it breaks out to the clean zone, one thing you need to understand is what your stop loss is going to be very wide, 29 pips, comparing it to 24 pips. So to enter the breakout entry, I'll wait for a red test. Okay, you need to wait for a red test, which is going to happen. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. When it breaks out, the normally I love to place my stop loss at the bottom. If I'm selling, I love to place it at what, below the H4 candle structure. And when I'm sell, because the stop loss is going to be very wide. Okay, you see how, as we said, our directional bias or our sectional bias is a sell. You see how it is getting respected. So you need to follow the trend and what trade. So I will not love to take a sell. I would love price. If price breakout, I'm not going to take the breakout entry. Normally, I have a breakout entry in my system, like this one, like this breakout entry. So it is currently selling. So this the loss is going to be very wide. So I would love price sell. You get it? Then I'm going for a sell. That's what I would love. So when it break out, okay, when price break out like this, 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 I would not love to take a sell, because my stop loss is going to be bigger than my take profit. 26 pips, targeting 19 pips. It is not something I would love to go for. Okay, it is not something I would love to go for. So what I will do is what, I'll wait for a resistance or a pullback. I would love to see the pullback. When price pull back, okay, when price pull back like this, when price pull back like this, when price pull back, then I'll go in for what, a sell. Okay, then I'll go in for so this is what I would love to see on the chart. You get it? This is what I would love to see on the chart. I would love price to break out, make a retest, then I'll take a sell. So when it comes to forex, you need to be very disciplined. If you are not disciplined, you are going to be losing money. You are not going to be making money at the end. Okay. So those who are disciplined are those who are going to make money in the market. So this is what I would love to see on the chart. So I'll not love to take the breakout entry. I'll not love to take the breakout. I'll love to wait for a retest. Then I'll go in for. So this is what I would love to see. So this is what I would love to see on the chart before I'll go in for a sell. So maybe it's going to happen during the New York Stock Exchange, because when this one closes, next one closing is going to be around the New York Stock. So I'll be checking the chart again after the lending session. I'll be checking the chart around 2. That's when the New York Stock Exchange is going to open, because the only opportunity is on what GBP USD. So that's the time I'll be looking at the chart, because USD CHF is not giving us any opportunity. So I'll be looking at GBP JPY around the New York Stock Exchange. So if you understand the times, you are not going to be watching the charts every second, every tick of the market, every tick of the candle you are going to watch. So I'll be watching the charts again around the New York Stock. So that's going to be around 2 p.m. GMT. That's when I'm going to watch the chart again. Okay, so any question, if you have any question, kindly drop it in the chat box. So this week I want to get a payout, and my percentage is not encouraging for a payout. My percentage is not encouraging for a payout. So I need to make 1% or more to get a payout. So last time I just messed up with a trade. The trade could have given me like 1.5 in returns or 2. But I just messed up with the risk to reward. So I'm waiting for, if I get a good opportunity, I execute, then I'll request for a payout. Okay, so trading should be simple, easy. Just be patient and wait for what you normally wait for. That's all. But normally, some people think they are missing opportunities. The market is not going to happen no matter what. So they are missing opportunity. That's not how it works. So you have to wait for things to happen, then you execute. So let me check out. Okay.
Please, I'm good.
Okay. So the boot camp, we are done. So I want to meet you last one to tell you or show you how to draw, show you people how to do. Yeah, you'll be having our last meeting, then you are done. I hope everything went on. You learned.
I actually enjoyed your lecture videos.
Okay, you just have to take it slow, because it's not going to happen in a day.
Sure.
Yeah. So
yes.
Yeah, just take it slow. Take it. So, Mr. Philip Kujo, I hope you are doing well.
I'm doing well, my boss. How are you too?
The time is that you come, you don't get opportunities. And even if you get opportunities to, you lose.
Yes, but I'm sure still there are better days coming.
Yeah. There are better days to come. It's all about being patient.
Yeah.
It's all about being patient. So let me check.
Yeah.
So I just messed up. I just messed up with this thing. I wanted to request for payout this. Okay. So these people are saying you have to get 1% or more before you can request for a payout. If you don't get more than that, you can't request for a payout. I could have gotten some small coins over there. November monthly competition. So I could have withdrawn some money to, I think. So only for Tuesdays. So you have to get minimum of 1%. But currently my account, I'm not close to 1%. I just messed up last Thursday. Only for Tuesday, withdrawals can be requested. So effective June 4th. So I'm hoping maybe today I'll get an opportunity, then I'll move it to more than 1%, then I'll request for a payout. Other than that, then next week. Other than that, because currently I'm up, like, it's not 1%. It's not 1%. So I can't request for a payout. It's currently less than 1%. So let's see. Maybe within the week you'll get an opportunity, then next week you request. Okay. So as I'm saying, the only opportunity I'll be looking up to is GBP USD. I want the H4 candle to close, but I will not be taking the breakout because the stop loss is going to be wide. So I would love to see a rate test. So you can see this breakout. We had a breakout last time. This is the breakout, okay? Because the way the candle closed, the body of the candle was very small, 30 pips, targeting like 80 something pips, which was wide, and the candle too has no close as well. So you need to wait for the candle to close below. If it's closed below, I'm not going to take the sell. I'm not going to take the breakout entry because we can have a pullback. If the candle closed below, we can have a pullback to this side. I don't want to be in a deep drawdown. I want to price to create exchange NYSE session, which is going to be around 2 p.m. That's the time I would love to take a sell. Okay, but when it breaks out now, I'm not going to take a sell during the pre-New York session. I would love to take a sell during when it makes a pullback during the New York session. Okay, so that's what I would love to see today on GBP USD, but USD CHF is not giving us any opportunity. So for you to know the time the candle is left to close, the timing is here, so you can see it over here. I don't know whether you can see. So you see this one, it is left with 57 minutes for the candle to close. I hope you can see it. You can see just this one. You can see it over here. You see where my cursor is? Okay, let me show it. So this is the time. You get it? So it's left. So when it comes to the H4 time frame, it is left with 57 minutes 23 seconds for this candle to close. This is the H4 time frame. So the time is over here. You get it? You can see the timing over here. Baba ya. I hope I've answered your question. Is it by every time frame? So at the H4 time frame, it is left with 56 minutes for the candle to close. When it comes to the H1 time frame, if you want to see the time that the H1 time frame candle is going to close, the H1 time frame too, it's left with 56 seconds, 56 minutes 34 seconds for the H1 time frame candle to close. When you move to the 30-minute candle, it is left with what? 26 23 seconds for the candle to close. So it depends on the time frame. Okay, it depends on the time frame. So every time frame and its time. Okay, so when it comes to the 15 minutes, it is left with what? 11 minutes 7 seconds for this 15-minute time frame candle to close. Okay, so that's the meaning. I hope I've answered your question. Baba, have I answered your question? Have I answered your question?
Hello, mentor. So does it mean that when the New York session opens around 2 p.m., then by then the London session has closed?
The lending session, you have overlap. So the lending session is going to close, I think, around 3 p.m. 4 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Let me Google it and see when that's the lending session closed in GMT. So the lending session will close around 4. Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
yeah, so 4 p.m. or 4 to 5 p.m. So it opens around 8 to close at 5.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, we're going to be monitoring GBP USD. So you can see it is pulling back again. So this candle is going to close around 10 o'clock. Okay. So first of all, I have to see how the 10 o'clock candle is going to close. If it's closed, then I will know what to do at the next H4 candle. But if it's closed above, as I said, I'll wait for the rate test. So that's going to happen around the New York Stock Exchange session. But I have to first of all, so when it is 10 o'clock, see those on looking left. So let's start from the weekly time frame. A week for price to fall at the daily time frame. So at the daily time frame, we have a clean zone over here. So definitely this zone is going to get filled. So you'll be keeping an eye when the 10 o'clock candle, when the H4 candle close. So if you look left, you can see there is so then we make our decision. Okay, so the 10 of the New York Stock Exchange, because if it breaks out, it's not advisable to take a sell because the stop loss is really going to be wide. So guys, see you. So Benny, okay. Bye-bye. Mr. Willow, bye-bye. Okay, so YouTube, I think the network, this